Hello everyone, I'm Melinda NailFanatic with Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot, here with our November 22nd, 2017 Love, Peace, and Happiness Daily Tarot reading. And we will begin with a word of clarity from our Custom Words of Clarity deck. It is the end of the day, and for some of you it's already tomorrow. I'm well aware. You know, it was just a really busy day for me, and I get around to this as early in the day as I can, so that lets you know what my day was like. I was really busy today because I'm finally now getting into this time where I have some freedom to do this reading for you. Not even freedom. I always have freedom to do it. It's just, we have priorities, don't we? Isn't it nice that we have priorities? Okay. Hey, Wendy, I'm glad you could be here with me. My plan is still to do another reading for tomorrow's daily tarot, even though here in the United States it is a holiday tomorrow. Hello, Nicole. And so this will just be for today, and the plan is still to do one for tomorrow. So I do think tomorrow's will be the first thing I do in the morning as usual. Just today I got out of the house really early, and I'm barely back now. So let's see what's the word of clarity for today. And here's the cool part about today. Today is a day in hindsight, because we're already at the end of the day, aren't we? So now Luster's got, with all of these messages, the majority of this stuff is going to be in hindsight. Some of it is going to be stuff that we were unaware that was going on. So let's just see. The word of clarity today is ignoring. Okay. I'm not going to change it up. That's the word we got. Always go with what we got. We got ignoring, and the underlying support is accomplishment. Nice. Okay, so our best course of action, ignoring. Something deserving of being ignored. We are much accomplished right now. So somebody is either saying something or putting off an energy towards us that is worthy of being ignored. See, somebody just said that was ignoring somebody. You've got all the accomplishments you need. All this extra stuff, people are trying to throw a wrench into your game. Yeah, you don't need to entertain that. You don't have to accept it, receive it, be party to it. You don't have to respond. There you go. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. This is like that person that you blocked on one social media, and then they found a way to get you on another social media to try to get on your nerve. And so you still gonna ignore them. And they're doing all of this because you were successful at something that maybe wasn't beneficial to them. But guess whose fault that is? Not yours. It is not your fault whether something has benefit to them from your actions. Your job is to do what benefits you and what's right for you. And if you do that in love, peace, and happiness, then it can come back to you in love, peace, and happiness. And some of these people, they see that, and there's a level of jealousy there. So, you know, they want to try to knock you down out of this place of feeling the accomplishment that you're in. Don't worry about what they do. That ain't none of your business. Mind your own damn business, you hear? Mind your business, and you'll have more business to mind. One of my favorite quotes that I came up with. I never heard that from somebody else. I said, mind your own business, and you'll have more business to mind. Or in my case, more businesses to mind. And hopefully soon in your case too, if you don't already. Some of y'all got more businesses to mind. But it's fun having more business and more businesses to mind of my own, rather than worrying about what somebody else got going on. I got things going on. And that's how it works out. And that's what you're knowing. That's what you're knowing as you're ignoring these things that are necessary. The flashcard for today is the Four Frogs. Hey, Yvonne. Welcome to our room. The Four Frogs. If you're new to this channel, our flashcard deck is a compilation of 4 of Play School's finest flashcard decks for early learners. And today we've got the Four Frogs. The Four Frogs is making me definitely think of Taurus energy with the heart chakra as well. But it's also making me think very much, not even Taurus, Earth energy. earth energy. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Also home situations. The Four of Pentacles is what's coming to mind. Very much about home. And with the frog here, the message of the frog is you can hop over anything you choose to. Just make sure you stay moist. And what that means in this sense is make sure you keep your emotions in the place where you're good. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure you're giving attention to the emotions, yeah? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck is the underlying support with this 4 frogs. We have underlying support. The 2 dinosaurs. There's some change. There is some change going on because I'm seeing the 2 of Pentacles. There's some change, okay? 2 people are leaving and 4 of us are moving forward. Whatever that means, okay, for some of you. Now, also, a change in regards to that 2 dinosaurs up there making me think about a change is coming on in your life in regards to, again, that old repetitive habits, the old archaic way of thinking with old style religious beliefs and old style taboos and limitations that others will try to put to squash you, limit you, knock you down, keep you in your box that they would like to keep you in. And with this 2 dinosaurs up there, it's not making me think about it in a way that you're actually being limited, but it's making me think about it in a way that you're busting loose, baby. Busting loose. Yes. Busting loose, building your own box. I'm about to hop out the box you put me in. I'm about to design my own box. I'm not going to be what you think I am or how you choose for me to be. I'm going to do what I'm going to do for you. No, for me. I do it for me. That's where you got it twisted. You thought I do what I do for you. No, I do it for me. So I'm going to continue to do and have and be. All right, let's see what's our general spiritual message today. The situation that came up for us today, November 22nd, 2017. The Chariot, major arcana number 7. Move in this deck. Something in motion. Something in motion. A Cancer person having a strong influence on your day today. Some things are moving forward. There's progress being made. And a lot of the times this progress being made is over a long journey, man. It's been a long, long journey. It's been a long time coming. And things are in motion. And there's this card is also letting us know that this is about us getting to a spiritual completion to where we're able to utilize our spiritual energy to move us forward. So you're no longer just knowing about how to use the law of attraction, the law of reciprocation, all these beautiful universal laws. Now you're really applying them so that you can live the effect of knowing them. The external influence today is the coming together, the 2 of Cups. External influence today is you getting some love, honey. You're receiving love from those who are like-minded. This is in the spiritual area right now, I'm hearing this is a shared, this is a coming together with somebody who is like-minded. Somebody who is also in that headspace of love, peace, and happiness. In that mindset of law of attraction. In the knowing of I am the reason why my experience is returning to me the way it does. Your best course of action is the 5 of Cups. Change your focus. Best course of action, I'm not necessarily resonating with the change your focus that's on there. I'm going to keep it there because for somebody, it is a necessity to change your focus. Well, you got some love coming in and you don't want to see the love that's there. for somebody, and this, hold on a minute. Okay. All right. And so this is not talking about another person. This is in a situation. There is love there in a situation. This is talking about a circumstance, not a person. He's talking about a circumstance that you have dealt with where love is there to be found, but you have not come into harmony with seeing it yet. There's still some confusion, and that's coming in, and that's getting clear. So there's some clarity coming in today over some of you. There's some spiritual clarity coming in and understanding over a situation that went down involving a car. Okay, and for me, Lester's God is urging me to share this with you. Like a lot of you been on this channel for a long time. Y'all know my father committed suicide, set himself on fire in his vehicle in front of my high school, myself, my sister, and my mother when I was 15 years old. And so for me, there's a coming together and understanding over some details that I received today about what happened in that car that day. And about why my father had himself tied into that car. So that's interesting that I'm seeing that message here. If you don't know anything about my surviving that, I have a video on this channel. You can look it up in the search window. Some of you will be interested to know about my surviving my father's suicide, watching my father burn to death. There's a video called Transmuting Tragedy to Blessing, in which I give the best explanation I think that I've given on YouTube about that. At some point, I'm sure I'll sit down and make a video to give further details and help people out. So yeah, Transmuting Tragedy to Blessing is a video in where I discuss that. And so yes, today, because here's the thing, when my father set himself on fire in that vehicle, he tied himself to the seat with the coat hanger. He could not get out. There was a security guard who tried to pull him out of the vehicle. Look at how in this chariot, the car card in here, there's a move card, right? And it's tied. My father tied himself into the seat. So today I was shown, because of this, all this stuff going on with the children, I had put a post on my Facebook. If you are on my Facebook page, you know that I put a post something about 3 times I run into the fire to rescue you, and you keep going back. I'm not able to run in and rescue you no more. I can't remember it word for word. But today my father showed me, it's not up to me to run into that fire no more, because they have strapped themselves down into that seat, just like my father had himself strapped down into that seat. There was only 3 ways that man could have helped get my father out of that, and all 3 of them are damn near impossible. He would have had to untie that wire that he did not know existed that was holding my father to the seat. He would have had to dislodge the seat, or he would have had to literally rip my father in half, because it was tied around his waist. And here's the situation. We can't pull everyone out of the fire. And that was the message I got. I had tried. I already burnt my arm up trying to pull this person out of the fire. Just like that security guard got a leather jacket burned to his arm trying to pull my father's physical body out of that fire. My father showed me today by divine download that, it's not my job to keep trying to pull these people out of the fire and injure myself. Not when they're not willing participants. And the same goes to you, okay? Let's see what's the underlying support with all this. We have challenging times, the 5 of Wands. So there's some conflict and some challenge as far as how our spiritual placement is right now. There's some ideas we have. We don't know which way to go on some things. A lot of challenge has been put in front of us lately. Decisions that we have to make about which way we're going to take, which road we want to travel on. And so the underlying support of having this inner conflict spiritually is what brought us to this point to where now we're gaining greater clarity. It's shifting our focus from where we were, because information, emotional, spiritual downloads are coming together. Yes, that's what I want to say. The spiritual downloads are coming together. Love Source God is answering the questions that we had. Love Source God is displaying as a divine masculine of the 2 of Cups, and we are displaying as a divine feminine and the receptivity of the 2 of Cups. And so when those 2 energies come together here, this is the situation today. Progress made moving forward, helping us to shift our focus which is our best course of action to get through the challenging times, to see the blessing in the challenging times, to transmute this tragedy to blessing, so we move forward in that beautiful, positive, and blessed way. Let's get into the little spread we're going to do next on our financial flow, and then we'll see what comes out some more, because man, I just love this. And stick with us. We are going to be doing our free card pull for one of our live audience members at the end of this video, as we always do. We will be doing that as well. What are the messages regarding our financial flow, Love Source God? Financial flow, and it's mainly in hindsight, because November 22nd, 2017 is already over for some of our viewers. For me, it's not quite yet. I still got a few hours left in my day, and I will utilize each and every one of them. Okay. All right. Let's see. What are the messages for you and me regarding our financial flow and prosperity? All right. So the situation today, we have the sun, feeling good, things being available, finances looking good, finances looking strong. If you independent like me, you got money coming in. Definitely things looking really good financially today. The sun saying you got your power, shine your light, show your skills, show your talents, show your ability. Shine bright, baby, because ain't nothing that ever diminishes the brightness of the sun. Nothing can outdo the sun. You might be able to put some clouds in between the sun and anything observing it, but the sun is constantly radiating its power, its energy, its light to this world, and nothing, I mean nothing, will ever be able to change that. That is what the sun does. Facts are facts, and that's that, Jack. Okay, let's see. What is the external influence? We have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, this is somebody that is getting out of a conflict and moving on to a better headspace, finding solutions to carry them over into the next thing. So for some of you, financial flow, there's another person who financial flow might affect yours, or state of mind might affect your financial flow. Somebody who is, they're starting to feel a little bit better, and somehow this plays into your financial flow. For some of you who are in a healing business, or whose work has to do with healing or spirituality, you are attracting people who are looking, who are moving out of conflict and into blessings, who are beginning to see the divine perspective on things. You're bringing them to you with your light. Okay, and Love Source God is saying with that sun there, the sun is the center of the universe, and all of the planets and luminaries rotate around it. Likewise, you bring what you need to you in your finance just by being. Understand that. Just by being, you attract to yourself all that is necessary for your survival. The only thing that can block that off is if you decide to turn the brightness on your light down, which is by choosing to not own that fact, and rather instead choosing to own the difficulty, the challenge, and the frustration. You ain't got to own that. You can make the choice to own your power instead, and that's that message there as well. Somebody really, really needs to own that one. What's your best course of action? We have the Knight of Swords. The best course of action with this Knight of Swords, he says, I'm confronting all negativity. Somebody got some BS to talk. I'm not trying to hear that. La, 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 la. I can't hear you. La, 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 la. He's literally saying la, 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 la. I can't hear you. I can't hear your BS. You can skip me with that. Also, the Knight of Swords is somebody who is not worried about what is already out there and what's already done. This person is more focused inward because they already know what they need to do and what's working for them. And this is also somebody who's already made some mistakes and who is now at the verge of realizing how the changes that you have made are really benefiting your finances. Definitely, this is about us having a message letting us know that we are mastering our vibration of finances. Let's see what's the underlying support here. We are doing the work to master our financial vibration. Underlying support is the 7 of Coins. The 7 of Coins says, I've been waiting, but I've been harvesting. I've been watering the plants. I've been putting in the work. I've been keeping the weeds out of my garden. And now it's time to harvest. It's time for the fruit. It's time to have it's time to have the dinner. It's time for Thanksgiving dinner. It's time to come together with our people and give praise and give thanks for our plenty, for our abundance, and open up our doors to allow in that sunshine that is nurturing and healing everything there. Okay? This also says that you're barely at a place of first fruits. You got to understand something. What you're reaping right now, this is all first fruits still. You're still in a first fruits stage is what I'm seeing here. It's a first fruits thing going on where it's not all the way even coming in at the speed and the ferocity and the level and the capacity that it is vibrationally, that is in the vortex. The vortex is a beautiful place, and it's all about that headspace. And that's why this guy over here is so focused, because he knows that. He knows that according to his headspace, that's something to do with where his vortex is at. And so regardless of what anybody says or does around him, he chooses to remain focused to what he knows and utilize his actions in harmony with what he knows and say, la 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 la, I can't hear you, la 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 la, I can't hear you, I can't see you, I can't hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, man, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. Okay, let's see what's going on with our romantic love life right here. What's the energies? And then we'll take the one from the bottom. Okay. And I just want to say thank you, Love Source God, for allowing me to receive these divine tarot and channeled messages from my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity. And, yeah. I do intentionally keep my readings very general, because when it's very general, you're able to apply them to your own specific situation. However, since you are subscribed, you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, Love Source God knows you're turning to this channel. So sometimes I get these weird little messages for you that are very detailed and very specific to you. And you've gotten them before, and you know who you are. And as long as you keep set to this tune, to this channel, as long as you got me in your frequency, Love Source God gonna have your messages coming through this channel for you. So that's kind of how that works. It's according to your own intention. You're the magician here. Let's see what's going on with our romantic love life for today. We have the 9 of Fire. The 9 of Fire here is saying you are, okay, it's saying rest and reconsider, but it's also, this is something that's saying to me, make a wish, man. Make a wish for what you want to do, though. Make a wish for which way you want things to go, how you want to do. Because you've been through a lot. You've been through a whole lot. And it's time for you to take another step And there's a part of you that don't want to take another step. You're like, I'm done taking steps. I'm done making these types of decisions. I don't want to do this no more. I quit. Well, there's another one, my dear. And you got this right here. You can do this. You have everything you need, all the skills, all the experience, all the tools necessary to let it go down. Make the decision and let go of what is not necessary. Let it go. I'm also hearing that for somebody, it's important to go ahead and get a list ready to write about in regards to your romance. Some things that are hard for you to take. Certain steps is hard for you to take. Certain actions is hard for you to take. I just feel like you're at the end of your rope with this person, with somebody, or with the way a situation is. Something you're at the end of it and you don't know what to do. Write it down and on the next full moon, burn it up. You don't have to technically wait for no full moon. You can just write it down and burn it up. There's some things you got to say. Write it down and burn it up. There's some steps you got to take that's too hard for you. You too worried about the other person. Write it down and burn it up. Let Lord Source God take care of that for you. But you're at the end of something. It's time for you to let something go to get your new beginning. The external influence is affecting the situation. For some of you, there is a page of air. This is a child who is an air sign child. This is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius child for some of you. Some of you don't want to move on, and that's the challenge, is because you have this child involved. For others of you, the external influence is a phone call, some communication, some information that came to light. And for some of you, in regards to a cheating situation or a situation of financial sneakiness, hiding, not sharing, not openness, a financial secret, or a romantic secret of some sort that your partner has been taking, like the information's coming to you, walking right up to you, smacking you in the face, saying, hey, now what you gonna do? You think you're just gonna chill and do nothing? No, you can't chill and do nothing. I'm right here. This is the truth. Here's the information. Now what you gonna do? Now what you gonna do? You got to deal with what you know now. This is the new understanding that's coming in. And again, for some of you, this has to do with the child, and that's why you don't want to move on. You're talking about, I want to stay here. Let the child be with both of the parents and all that stuff. You know what? If you want to sit up here and deal with the situation that you know you're supposed to move on with, and let your child have to deal with that situation, you're not doing it for the child. Let me just say that. The best course of action for you is the King of Water. Your best course of action is to be the master of emotions. Show that love and nurturing. The King of Water has got such a emotional demeanor that a fish swims up, because he is the ruler of the water and the ruler of emotions. And so this simple fish swims right up to him and says, I trust you. You're not going to hurt me. Even though you have that big old three prong fork behind you, I know you're not going to hurt me. And so this one is the emotional master. This is the emotional master. So your best course of action, be the master of your emotions. Be the one in charge of how you feel. Don't allow yourself to get flipped upside down, because the King of Water flipped upside down. If you don't control this negativity, then the King of Water flipped upside down. He's drowning. The emotion will drown you. Okay? Let me just say that. It's too much. Let's see what's the underlying support with all this in regards to romantic love life. We have the Seven of Fire. This is a persistence. This is a card of persistence. This for me is a card of divine intervention. This is a card of divine intervention. So whatever this information is that came out, right now I'm getting a divine intervention was given to you so you can bring it into this shit and move on. For some of you, when you move on out of here, you go move on to a water sign, especially for any fire sign ladies. I see you moving on to a water sign man, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But definitely either way, this is about you controlling your emotions, not allowing yourself to be thrown around with the waves of emotions as other people will see fit according to whatever it is they win for the day. You ain't part of that. You're not finna play. And if your child, if this is about a child, you just worry about taking care of you, and that child is a message that I'm getting. Because everything you need to move forward is going to be put right into your hand. And as a matter of fact, if this has to do with a child and you moving on, because you know that you're either protecting a child, or you know that this is not an environment for your child. Understand that your finances are going to shine down smiles upon you. And just like that sun is sitting up there, that's one message I'm getting. Somebody is hearing from a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person that they had dealt with in the past, that they've finally gotten into a place where they can get together, where they can take action to develop a relationship. There was a relationship you were looking for. You didn't see it. Well, guess what? You about to see something with somebody that really you were trying to make something happen with. We do have 3 7s on the table. So definitely some spiritual support here. Some good luck on the table here. Some good things coming about. Let's go ahead and get into putting down some winning numbers for tomorrow's guests. And, oh gosh, hold on. Don't put any yet. Looking for, okay, I got it. Okay, I got the winning number for tomorrow, and you'll know when I'm looking at the screen, because I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you when to start putting down your winning guesses. The way the guess wins, the guess that... The winning guess is the one that's closest to but not passing. If none of them are closest to but not passing, then it's just closest to. Yvonne, I see you're 23. And y'all have to forgive me. I'm still filming from my cell phone. And if somebody comes up calling in the last minute, which everybody thinks that I'm just going to drop my Thanksgiving to go do their Thanksgiving nails. But yeah, the phone is going off the hook. It has been all day. And funny enough, I'm booked all day. Haha. And there's a deposit. I love you, but y'all better start thinking ahead. Okay. All right, so with that, I'm going to leave this aside. I put a number already inside. I'm going to leave this aside for tomorrow. And I'm actually going to put, that's funny. Okay, I'm going to put a couple of numbers on here that I'm getting. All right, and I'll put your 13 on there. All right, it's filled now. Sheet is filled. All those numbers are on there. I'm putting it up here for tomorrow's reading. Now it's time to put your name up. You have to put your name up, or if there's somebody in the room and you want them to win the free reading, you could put their name up. But it's got to be your name. Don't put, add me, I want to win. That doesn't work. You got to put your name. Nikki, Alicia, Lee, Vanessa, Yvonne, Ashley, Nancy Lee, Ashley, Nancy Lee, and Joanne. That's it. Okay. All right, I got all the names on the list. Let's see what number we wrote down here yesterday. I wrote down number 87. And the number that is closest without passing to 87 appears to me to be number 44. That would be Lee. Apparently, it was meant for Lee to get a free reading today. Because, Lee, you got on there twice, my dear. I didn't even notice. So, whatever. It's meant for you to get the reading today. Lee. Congratulations, my dear. Lee has gotten several personal consultations with me. Thank you so much, my love. I appreciate that. I'm so happy that I could do your free winning reading today for you. Today, I was shown that I'm going to do the archetype cards again. I haven't used these for a while for a free card pull, but I was shown that today that's the right deck to use, and that happened this morning. When I packed everything to take with me, just in case on some strange fluke I would have time to do the reading earlier, that did not happen. I was not at all surprised, so that's why we're getting to it now. Lee, you know, all you got to do is focus on the situation on your mind for which you would like some clarity and guidance, okay? And Lesser's God, I want one card with Lee's highest, lightest, and brightest course of action and the situation that is on her mind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lesser's God. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lesser's God. for these blessings, both even and odd. We love our life. We love the strife, but not so much when we're going through it. But right now, let's get to it. What's the blessing for Lee Lusser Sky? What's her highest, lightest, and brightest course of action for her overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness? Okay, we're going to take the one that is showing, which is the Lover card, my dear. You got the card of the Lover, Lee. The shadow attribute says, obsessive passion that harms others to self-destructive devotion. So maybe on some level in the past it was like that. However, since this is a highest, lightest, and brightest course of action, let's go to the light attributes. It says, great passion and devotion. Unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Lee, your best course of action, as we have a 7 and a 7 in the room up top on the screen. We got the 7s all blessing you right now, saying show that divine love in the world around you. Show it and receive it. And I'm hearing first off for yourself, because she's holding that heart for herself. And look at how she feels, just radiating that love energy. So, Lee, I don't know what you asked about, my dear. But what I see right here is hold on to your heart. And let that cover everything that you see. I'm not saying follow anything blindly. However, live in love. You are a lover. Be the lover. Show what love is. Live the love. We see it, that you do it here on this channel all the time. We see that you are love. You show us every day. So, it's like I can hear you saying, that's what I do, Melinda. I'm not saying that you weren't doing it, honey. I never said you weren't doing it. What I said was this is your highest, lightest, and brightest course of action. So the fact that you was already doing it, Lee, all that means is just keep doing what you're doing. You got this. You got this. For somebody else out there, I know this is Lee's reading, but I'm just feeling like, man, if you could get into this love position, because you're watching or you hear it. You might not even be watching right now, but you finna stumble onto this. Lee, I feel like dancing. Lee, I feel like dancing. I feel like you dancing around your living room, and there's the 77 again, and keep switching, but there's the 77 again on the screen right now. I feel like you dancing in that high vibration. Whatever it is that you need, you already have it in your heart, my dear. Just tap into anything that makes you feel like this girl looks. Okay, let me get still. All right, there you go. Even closer. There you go. Okay. What makes you feel like that, Lee? Do that. Anything and everything that makes you feel like that. See, she ain't hurting nobody. We ain't gonna hurt nobody. We ain't gonna hurt nobody. But we're gonna love. I'm also hearing I am also hearing happy feelings. Happy feelings in the air. And the thing of it is, the beginning of the song of Happy Feelings says, I've got myself to remind me of love. I got my mind and my heart See, and the thing of it is, you have to remember, Lee, you have your mind and your heart. You have the love. You are the love. You are the lover. And the more you pour it out, the more it comes back to you. You're watering your life with an energy. There is a red inky mist flowing in front of you. You decided that was love. Your highest, lightest, and best course of action is to continue to apply the love. Where is the love? Where is the love, love? And Lee says, right here in me, I got the love, can't you see? Right, Lee? Okay. That's the message I'm getting for today, guys. I love you. I adore you. I look forward to my next talk with you. Somebody says that reading was... Oh, Lee says, another perfect reading. I have been thinking about love so much last few days. Well, that's good, Lee. Thank you for that feedback. That means a lot to me. But that's good that you've been thinking about love. So this lining up is just another sign. Love Source God says, I hear your thoughts, Lee. You've got the love. Keep on going. Just keep loving. Just keep loving. Just keep loving, loving, loving. Just keep loving. Just keep loving. Yes, that's your thing. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with all of you. Enjoy your turkeys, your hams, your mashed potatoes, your yams. Whatever you do. I am going to do my part to be here with y'all again in the morning. Misty, I love you. Thank you so much. Man, I said something really awesome earlier with a client today, and I can't remember. And if I could remember, then Lester's God would give it to me to tell it to you. Oh, I know what it was, and now I can see. There was all of this synchronicity, and now I can see. Now I see what all the synchronicity was showing to me. Now I can see. Now I can see. Now I can see. There's another affirmation. Every time you have a moment of synchronicity where you see the signs, you say and affirm and acknowledge to the universe, to love source God, to everything in creation that can hear your voice, the everything in creation that responds to your frequency. I can see the meaning of this here synchronicity. I can see clearly now. And you can just stop there. I can see clearly now. And you can stop there. You ain't got to go past that in that song. All you got to say is, I can see clearly now. Those are the most beneficial words of that song. Okay, remember that part. I can see clearly now. And remember, as you spend up all that leftover money on whatever went bad, that you got to go fix something or whatever you got to do, just remember that, Luster's God said, whatever you put out is coming back to you. So you say, Love Source God, I just put this money out for this reason. Thank you so much for showing me how full you can fill it up and how fast you can fill it up this time. Yes, remember that game? And that everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me, because everything is always working out for me. Remember all that stuff that I talked to you guys about? Every day, I repeat myself over and over because these are the most important words that I say. Thank you so much for giving me a reason to die happy. I mean, I already had a few, but you're additional on the pile. Don't worry, I ain't planning on going anywhere anytime soon. I'm just saying, y'all are a beautiful blessing to me. I have not mentioned lately, these words of clarity are available for you if you'd like to see about starting up some more of owning your power, the positivity, the accomplishment, seeing things on the bright side, and how to get your focus and have some cards that are simple to understand with the word of clarity. These are available for you and me so that we can assist our psychic ability and see what's reflected through our meditations and find out about who we're going to have sex with in our visualizations. Like that, I told y'all that visualization came in a dream the other night. See what we're uniting with, yeah? And find out about coming out of this solitude, because some things are getting started and it's all in our power. And we have the power. Right now is my power hour. There's another one. Right now is my power hour. I am living my power hour. How's that? I am living my power hour. Man, I get on here and I just like vomit out of my mouth all the beautiful things I could think to say that Lester's God puts on my heart right now for you today. So that way you can say them yourself and apply them to your life, because I want to know that magic went right for you, that you figured it out. Okay, guys, I'm actually out of here. lphtarot.com tells you more all about me and how you can get with me on all my services at lphtarot.com, as in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time. Man, and here I catch myself trying to end, and then I'm like, yeah, no, I need to see the comments. I need to see the comments. Sex orgasm, it's been a while. Oh my God, girl, I got tools for that. I got tools for that. Go to nfpurr.com. It's all about the love, life, love for self, and love for everyone else. Yes, Lee, you're absolutely right. It's all about the love. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Yes, everything is always working out for me. Besides, I'm the trust fund baby of the universe. The more I trust, the more it funds. That's another NailFanatic original. Aw, Lee, I finally see your comment. I'm really excited for a start for me and my babies. Lee says, near to my church. It's very close to my church. Same city in England. Lee, I didn't even know you were in England. My God, I have such a beautiful international audience. I love you guys so much. Misty, New Mexico, right on. Ashley has a baby born in July. Man, I have like the most faithful, loving YouTube family. And you know what, you guys? In a world where some of the people, hey, Liv, are you with us? In a world with so many people with whom family I was born into, these same people's blood, they don't get it. They don't get me. They can't hear me. They can't see me. All right, guys. I'm done snooping in your comments. I love you. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.